White nationalism has long lurked on the fringes of South African life, with far-right groups who say they feel their culture is under threat in this multiracial country.
Who's the victim? It's the white people. End of story.
But as the last national election showed, far-right white nationalism is moving into the mainstream and into the government. The Freedom Front Plus party surprised many by winning 2.4% of the vote in the May elections. That gave the party an all-time high 10 seats in the 400-member National Assembly. The party's aim is to create a homeland for the nation's mostly white Afrikaans-speaking minority, who are descendants of Dutch settlers 4 centuries ago. Party leader Peter Groenewald told VOA that the threat to Afrikaans speakers is a pressing priority for him.
At this moment, Afrikaners are under threat. I mean, the ANC government is blaming actually the white people of South Africa for all the problems that is happening. We are in the process of expropriation without compensation of our properties. They always blame the white people. The narrative in South African politics is that the white people have stolen the land.
But analysts argue South Africa's narrative and concepts of identity have changed radically since the end of apartheid in 1994. Critics say Afrikaner rights groups are reading from an outdated text, which places whites at the top of the social structure.
It appears that they are not being able to let go of that historical supremacy. The reason I'm saying this is not because I'm totally against what they are doing, but they have not reformulated a sense of identity. If being an Afrikaner in 1970s, it is the same as being an Afrikaner in 2019, we're in trouble then.
In recent years, figures in the far-left economic freedom fighters, the opposition Democratic Alliance, and the ruling African National Congress have also used race to stir supporters. The EFF has been especially strident, demanding that key economic sectors be nationalized and controlled by blacks, similar to what Robert Mugabe tried to do in Zimbabwe.
It's a clear indication of the emergence of extremism in South Africa's politics. It is actually Freedom Front Plus. Their performance is a symptom of the body politics of South Africa. It is actually how South Africa's body politics work. It is how other parties are well positioned.
Groenewald says his immediate goals are not extreme, but says among them is to end race-based affirmative action in South Africa. Anita, Powell, VOA News, Klerksdorp, South Africa.